Hello and welcome to episode 19 of the Minecraft Archive. So I'm here just outside of the lock and I have made repairs to the damage done by the creeper at the end of the last episode. But I've been looking forward to making this episode for a long time. In this episode, I plan on being very destructive. Typically I build neat stuff and I give you guys a tour of it, but this episode is going to be a little bit different. What I've done is I have saved up a lot of TNT. Over the last few days, I've collected about 1,000 pieces of sulfur from my monster spawner and trap, and I went around and I collected about 800 blocks of sand, and I combined that into approximately 200 blocks of TNT, which I am going to use to blow a giant sinkhole in the ground right here from the surface all the way down to the bedrock. So what I've got here right now is a 3x3 grid of torches. Pretend that there's one torch right here finishing the 3x3 grid. Beneath each torch is a column of TNT that goes, like I said, from the surface all the way down to the bedrock. Now I've got to be careful not to accidentally click on that TNT because that will start a chain reaction that would go from the surface all the way down. What I have done for each column of TNT that goes from the surface all the way down to the bedrock is I've put 2 spaces of dirt between each block of TNT. When TNT blows up, it blows up in a 3x3x3 area. So if I just draw that out here, when this TNT blows up, it should destroy all those spaces, at least all those spaces, because stone is much more difficult to blow up than dirt. So assuming that it is stone from the surface all the way down to the bedrock, this is the amount of TNT. One block of TNT will blow up a 3x3 area. So I've spaced them out with 2 spaces in between so that each column of TNT should blow up this entire area from this corner here to this corner here. So that should give me a pretty good size hole. So let me collect all these torches real quick. Alright, so that might sound a little confusing, but what I basically wanted to do was to use my TNT very efficiently. I could have taken TNT and I could have just stacked it one on top of each other from the bedrock all the way up to the surface, but it would have required much more TNT that I had. And since I was trying to do it all legitimately without using any mods or anything that give me infinite TNT, I wanted to be smart about it. So what I've done here is I have saved one final column to go ahead and place the TNT in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now to give you guys an example. And I'm just going to destroy all these dirt blocks until I get all the way down to the bedrock. And I've already dug out this shaft. It goes from the surface to the bedrock, and it's 2x1, so 2 blocks wide by 1 block. And I have ran into a couple cave systems while I'm down here, and I have them lit up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and block this off just so no creepers come and blow this up while I'm trying to demonstrate how this all works. Alright, so there we go. So I continue down this 2x1 shaft. It was kind of a glitch there. I saw a dark black area. I was like, huh, I wonder what that is. Alright, so I'm at the bedrock, and I'm going to just place 1 block of TNT, cover it up with 2 pieces of dirt. I'm just going to fill in this, I think I missed one down there. Not that it really matters. I'm just going to fill in this column with dirt as well. 1, 2. Place another TNT block. And I'm just going to do this all the way up. 1, 2. And this makes for the most efficient use of my TNT. Alright, so I'll go ahead and fast forward through all this. Alright, so it's morning time. I ran into the lock and I went ahead and slept in a bed just to make it daytime again so that we could see a little bit better. Apparently I miscounted because this final block should be dirt, it shouldn't be TNT. So I either put only one block of dirt in between two pieces of TNT, or I miscounted and put 3 blocks in between. But either way, it should all still blow up. I'm pretty confident. So enough blabbing. Let's get to blowing some stuff up. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this and run into the lock. I'm a little concerned it might blow up part of that biodome, but here goes nothing. Wow, you can just hear that chain reaction. Ah, perfect. That worked great. Let's go see what this looks like from above. I've got a little bit of lag right now, probably because my game just had to render all that. Oh, this is odd. I've got dirt all the way up here. I am not sure how that happened. Ah, so yeah, that's a pretty scary drop right there. That turned out great. And I was hoping to see some caves going off the side of that sinkhole, but still pretty cool. So alright, let's see if I got some sand. Let's go explore this real quick. I think I might have some in my chest back in the lock. Alright, let's try not to fall down here. So if I drop a piece of sand here... Oh! Wow! I bet you guys cannot see on YouTube, but for the first time in this Minecraft world, I can see cobblestone with green moss growing on it. And that can only mean one thing, a monster spawner. And that is just awesome. I have been waiting a long time to find one of these in this world that I play in for the Minecraft archive, and I thought I'd just never find one. I can't believe it's taken this long, but I can see one down there, so let's go explore that. Alright, hopefully I didn't accidentally blow up the actual monster spawner. Ah, I did, and I accidentally blew up one of the chests, but hey, there's a saddle. And I think I'm pretty full on my inventory right now, but I'm happy to get rid of some cobblestone. So I got some bread in here, some gunpowder, some redstone. Shoot, well I wish I wouldn't have blown that up. Man, that would have been cool. I wonder what kind of spawner was here. I don't know if there's any way to tell. Ah, man, I've been looking for one of those for so long. Looks like here's a bucket I still haven't picked up. Well, at least I got a saddle now, but I can only use that one time to ride a pig. It's always entertaining. I wonder if I can actually pick up that chest. Getting greedy now. Alright, so I have climbed out of the sinkhole, and I actually headed a good distance away from the lock and the biodomes. You can barely see the top of the biodome and the distance right there. You might have to be in full screen mode or in high definition on YouTube to be able to see it, but it's over in that direction. But I am actually at this small little shelter that I had built back at the end of episode 8. I went and I visited the Star Scrapers, which was that large mountain range with the winding caves going all through it. And I came back here at night and I ended up making a shelter, and at the beginning of episode 9 I left the shelter and I headed back to the Enterprise. But the reason I'm here is one time by the animal farm I had caught a large group of trees on fire. And now back then it seemed trees burned a little differently than they do now, but either way it looked really cool at night. And I'd always wanted to do like a controlled fire where I planted a bunch of trees and set them on fire, but I got to thinking, and you know, with the size of the Minecraft world and how big it is, there's trees everywhere, so there's no reason I should have to go and try to plant a bunch of trees. I'm just going to pick a forest and I'm going to burn it all to the ground. So that's why I'm here. So as you can see, there are trees everywhere, and I remember heading down this hill right here, and the trees were so thick it was actually a little difficult to get through them. So what I'm going to do is, let's see what time of day it is. I'm just going to wait this out until night. Looks like it's getting fairly close, but I'm going to wait out here until night, and I'll go ahead and fast forward until it's dark out, and we'll light this on fire. Alright, so it is nighttime now. It's pretty dark, so you guys are probably having a little difficulty being able to see, but no worries. Soon this whole area will be lit up and you won't have any problems with visibility. So I'm going to just hop down this hill here, pick a poor tree to start this thing, and see how big this fire gets. So let's just start it here and see where it spreads. Alright, see if I can climb back up here so I can get a good view. Alright, so there we go. Looks like it's already consumed a few trees. And hopefully I'm safe up here. Oh no! I might be safe, but those poor cows aren't. There's 4 cows on fire right now. They're not the smartest animals in the world. I just spawned a few pigs right by the fire. I'm sure they're probably as stupid as the cows. Will probably hop right in. There's a creeper over there. Actually looks like a couple of them. They're pretty hard to see. Ooh, yeah, this thing's spreading nice and fast. So, yeah, I don't think trees used to burn quite this fast, because I remember when I accidentally caught that forest on fire by the animal farm, by the Enterprise, the logs burned forever, and it was actually a very efficient way of chopping down trees. You didn't have to worry about all the leaves being in the way. It seemed to burn everything but the logs, but as you can see with this fire, it's just wiping everything out. And actually it's going pretty fast. Looks like it might actually be done. Oh, I was going to say unless it jumps to the trees up on top of that hill, and looks like it sure is. So yeah, this just kind of goes in line with the whole destructive objective of this episode. Like I say, I normally try to build neat things and just give you guys a tour of them, but I thought we'd do something a little bit different for this episode. Oh no, a sheep's on fire. Now that's kind of interesting. This area appears to be fairly lit up, but there's no longer any trees left in this area, so I wonder if that's kind of like a glitch or something. Alright, no more fires over here. Well, this will certainly make traveling through this area much easier. That forest was very thick before. Alright, I'm going to chase that fire down. Oh, looks like it's all done. Well, alrighty. Well, I am going to conclude this episode here. thought I just saw a flame. I'm going to conclude this episode here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for this next episode. I'm kind of thinking about maybe making a pyramid. But if you make a pyramid, I feel like I have to make it out of sandstone. And then I need to make it in a desert biome. The problem is I haven't really found a desert biome yet. So I might search around, try to find a good spot to make a pyramid. If you guys got any other ideas or suggestions, just let me know. But thank you for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you soon.